Agents are going to be big this year in 2026. They're the best way to scale your work that really leverages AI in a way that makes a difference and makes you more effective. So I'm just going to show you a quick demonstration of how we would create an agent in Copilot, and I'm going to choose creating a presentation checking agent. So we open up our Copilot and we click on New Agent. So that's going to take us through. We're going to pick Configure, and then we're going to give this agent a name. I'm going to call it Presentation Checker, and a description. So upload a presentation, ideally as a PDF, and then ask the agent to check it. I find that it works better to check a PDF than it does to check a PowerPoint presentation. You might find it differently. You can try it both ways. They both work. We then have to give it the instructions. So this is the prompt. And in this really simple type of agent, it's really just an instruction that's going to run over and over again for you. You don't have to remember it. It's going to be accessible to your colleagues. You can fine tune it to get it better and better. And I'll just throw this up on the screen. And if you're interested, you could freeze it. But my tip is every time you create one of these instructions, you then ask Copilot, how could I improve it? You tell Copilot what it's supposed to do, and then you show it the script you came up with and see if it can make it even better for you. And then over time, as you use it, keep iterating, keep improving it so it gets to be better and better for what you want it to be. Once we've done that, we can leave all of the other fields alone. I'm going to give a suggested prompt, which is just review this file, which makes it a little bit more intuitive when we come to run it. So we can try the agent. It's a good idea when you're first making an agent to simply try it in this creation tool and see if it's doing what you want. Once it is, then we're going to ask it to create the agent. Then it's going to be on the system. You can use it over and over again. So here's an example. I've uploaded one of my presentations, one of my new MR presentations, and I've got this conversation starter, review the file. I click on that, I ask it to go away, and it comes back. And because of the way that I've set up those instructions, the first thing it does is it gives me an executive summary of my own presentation. This is a really good idea because if the summary isn't what you intended, it's a red flag that you haven't really got the mission for your presentation right. You're going to need to tweak it so that when it's summarized, it gives you the message that you want to convey. And then it starts listing critical issues, things that could be improved. And it's going to go and highlight some quick wins. And then it's going to talk about some recommendations to do with visual density, action orientation and consistency and things like this. Now, it offers to restructure the presentation. At the moment, I wouldn't do that. I find that when Copilot restructures my PowerPoint, it's not as good. I'm happier for it to give me a whole list of things that it thinks are needs improving. I will take maybe 50% of those and do them, and I will disagree with 50%. That's fine, but I'm getting presentations with far fewer errors. The next thing is if you work in an organization, this is going to be fantastic for scaling up because you can click share at the end of that process, and then you can share it with specific people in your team, or you can share it with your whole organization. Now, think what this means. You create an agent to do a task. You get some help maybe from your colleagues. It gets better and better. Now everybody is using the best version. And over time, it will get better and better. And when it gets better, you don't have to tell everybody there is a new version. It simply runs as the new version. That is why we're looking at agents as such a scalable tool to make you more efficient. Why use agents? Well, you could have done all of that just with a prompt. You could have a whole spreadsheet maybe, or a Google Doc or something, storing lots and lots of different prompts. But it's easier just to run the agent again. You don't have to memorize where things are, what the settings are. You can share this with your colleagues, and as it improves, everybody will get access to it. So, do you want to learn more about agents? I'm running a course at the beginning of February. We're running it in 2 time zones. So we're running it suitable for America and Europe on the 4th, the 11th, and the 18th of February. We're running it with the Research Society of Australia at a different time of day, suitable for Australia and Asia Pacific. And that's going to be on the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd of Feb. You can Google search and find out the details of how you can log on and purchase tickets for either of those, but there are going to be more details in the comments of this video. And of course, if you found this video useful, sign up to our YouTube channel and you'll get lots more as well. Thanks.